Okay, East Africans are black and African.
Be mixed and not real Africans. Yet you literally got South Africa who have historically mixed with non-African people and who have a large white population who claim to be African. How can they be real Africans but Ethiopia aren't? It just don't make sense, bro. There's no consistency.
Okay, we're mixed Africans who are black. You feel me?
Africans aren't black.
So what are they?
They're Africans.
So what's their skin color?
African.
Okay, we some mixed Africans who aren't black.
The oldest descriptions of Somalis, Eritreans, and Ethiopians by ancient Greek and Arab writers describe them as jet black with tightly coiled hair, but the modern stereotypes show lighter skin and loose curls.
Okay, so we're mixed Africans who aren't black, but we're black and got curls and lighter skin from Arabs. Okay.
Oromo, Sidama, Anuak, and Dinka still as dark and coily haired as West Africans, while coastal and highland elites look closer to their Arab trading partners.
Now the bro sounds really goes like this. We're East Africans who are not mixed, not from Africa, from Saudi Arabia, Yemen, India, but also they're black and we're Africans and we're not black and they came from Native Americans and Moors. And this argument is really just ethnicity, nationality, race, and like the myths that people come up with from where they're from.
Somalis are not black. Let me explain why. Looking at me right now, am I black? I'm literally brown. I'm literally brown.
Now the usual argument is we're not really black now. We're really brown if you really look at it.
Think about it as well. Somalis are Arabs. We're in the Arab leagues. We speak the Arab language. We eat the Arab food. Bro, think about it.
My boy starts talking about culture and religion and traditions, you feel me?
Bro, if a whole community doesn't regard themselves as black, you can't be black, bro. You literally can't be black, bro. Boogie, did you eat your brain cells?
Now clearly people clearly check niggas if they say this type of talk, you feel me? So it's like, what is the truth?
Who is really black? Why is black even a category? If you think about it, an Arab doesn't have a category as being yellow. He's considered Arab.
Now I can argue there is black Arabs and white Arabs, but do the people consider themselves that?
Right? An Asian doesn't have a color category. He's considered Asian, whether he be Pakistani, Indian, or Bengali. So that removes that argument.
Now I've heard some Desi people consider themselves brown. The people who think they're white to be white. The ones that are East Asian usually are yellow.
Likewise, being from Africa doesn't mean that you are necessarily black. For example, within Egypt, they consider themselves Egyptians and Arabs. Even though amongst them there are black colored people, there are white colored people, and there are tanned and Mediterranean colored people.
Now it's funny he brought up the Egypt shit because that's actually a point of argument for all these people, whether it's Africans or black people, the Arabs, the white people. So this is clearly a point of contention, you feel me?
Then you have the argument about, okay, why is this not an issue within Europe? Everyone is just white. That's not true. Turkish people do not consider themselves white. They will say, I'm Turkish. Likewise, a Romanian gypsy who is Mediterranean colored, who is even darker than some Arabs, would consider themselves as Romanian. They wouldn't be categorized as white.
Now, most of this argument of who was really white in the white space was an argument of who's more pure, who's tainted. So it's like once we know that at the end of the day, this is more about who's a pure breed and who's a real Aryan, and that was the convo they were having. You feel me?
A lot of kids, by the way. We'll go to the basketball court and we'll be like, yo, what's good, nigga? Like, what's up, what's up, what's up? And they'll be like, whoa, buddy. I'm black. Like, what do you mean? It's like, no. You're a little bit like skinnier. Your hair is doing this little wavy, kind of curly sort of thing. That's not, our shit is nappy. Your face is a little different. Like, no. You're not one of us. You know what I mean? Like, you're something else, but you're not exactly one of us.
Now, the point of contention usually with the Africans and blacks and Caribbeans and all these niggas is we're not exactly the same, okay? So it's like everyone recognizes that when they see each other, like, yo, that guy got curls, that guy got 4C hair, that boy, like, you know what I mean?
It's like, okay, what am I? It's like, you look more like a Indian, Arab, go hang out with those guys.
Now, most of these people that you've seen in the video, man, they're from Europe, they're from UK, they're from Canada, you know what I mean? So they have Caribbeans, they have Nigerians, they have West Africans, they have all these amalgamations of like black people, you feel me? And usually these have religious connotations at the end of the day.
Arab, go hang out with those guys. And then you'll go hang out with those guys, and then those guys will be like, I don't know how to tell you this, right? But you are an African, right? Like, you are black. You're not one of us. I don't know who told you you were one of us.
It's funny that he also brings up the anti-blackness that some Arabs and Asians have, which is funny because they will also tell you Egypt is, it's Arab, it's Semitic, but it's in Africa, but y'all are Africans, but the Africans are the blacks, and y'all are sub-Saharan. It's like, bro, you really think that we just never left the desert? And this is literally an Arab, so it's like, bro, we had camels, we can go through the desert, bro.
You're not. It kind of creates a situation where the Somali kids are ostracized, so then we start coming together as our own, right? So they start doing their thing, they start getting popular, they start getting girls, they start making a wave, and then all of a sudden, the black kids come back and they're like, yo, hey, whoa, what's good, twin? What's good, twin? Listen, all that shit about you not being black, that's water under the bridge. Yo, your women are beautiful, by the way. Why don't you come back? You're part of us now. And then the Arab kids are like, whoa, hold your horses now. Hold your horses. You guys gotta remember, you guys are Muslim. You guys are culturally more in tune with us more than any other people on the planet. Somalia is part of the Arab League. Technically, you guys are Arabs. Habibi, come over here. And then like the Somalis, after all of this, is just like, I don't know how to tell you guys this, but I'd rather do my own thing.
It's funny how he talks about this experience that clearly other people have lived, and at the same time, he still thinks he's black. You know what I mean?
All right, I'm on my lunch break right now. Don't make me call your parents.
You're quite hilarious. I have white parents, you f***ed up.
Did they forget to put mirrors in the house? Oh! Because you're black. Yeah, very black. Yeah, all of the above. This must have forgot color mode was on or some shit. I swear to God, I'm not paying him to do this, Chad. He's just doing it.
The whole Somali attack by Donald Trump, you had a bunch of brothers literally just, Somalians don't refer to themselves as black. They're begging the black Americans. They're facing deportation. They need your help. They're pleading for help. And all time, nigga, it's a fucking Kenyatta, fam. Like, bro, stop, bro. And then you got other niggas just posting straight AI slop, fam. They're taking your reparations, bro. Promise you no one got 40 yards in a mule, brother. And then saying that we so inbred, we stupid.
Do you know that they are inbred so much that their IQ is between 60 and 80?
Say where niggas is still talking about IQ, bro, in 2025, bro. Like, you feel me? This is the same shit they used to say back in the early 2000s, wallah. And they quote this nigga who believed in shit like this, bro. He didn't even use a standardized test, and it was child refugees, bro. And of course he thought African Americans were always smarter if they got lighter, bro. This nigga concluded the lightness of a skin color of an African American is positively correlated with IQ.
Don't mentally deranged, yeah? Don't brainless, yeah?
Now, this is not like a conspiracy theory, bro, but like, there's too much European UK Somalis talking about this, bro.
First, but they are not black. We are Somalis, we are not black. Somalis. I don't know how to explain you.
Black only came about in colonization. I don't accept that side. That's why racial construct, that racial typology, that racial classification. But no, who made this thing? Who made this racial classification? It was the Europeans. The white man made it. If a white man told me I'm a prick, doesn't mean I have to go.
For example,
I just asked this question.
it says black British, black Somali.
The first word is black. So you guys are black.
Bro, when I tell you, this is like, it gotta be like a method, bro. Like, easy content, fam. What the fuck? Because one moment they're gonna say we some black Arabs, but then we Somalis, or we're only Somalis, but then we're actually mixed with Arabs. So we're gonna look at the genetics. But before we do that, I want you to find me the Somali in all this. Now, I basically categorize everybody into threes with a Somali in each group. And I want you to guess which one is the Somali. Bro, you see how you can't tell? We got a light skin, a dark skin, brown skin, Indian, everything. Everyone that's in that picture was Sudanese, Egyptian, Ethiopian. Now, what's worse is TikTok, man. Oh my God, we got the Egyptologists, we got the Pan-Africanist, the Pan-Arabist, the Muslimist, everything. But what makes it all funny is you got a Sudanese brother or like trying to tell niggas he's not Somali.
I love my Somali people. I love them. We're locked in. Bro, we're locked in, man. We're locked in like this. I love them. Somali all the way. But I need to beat the allegations. I'm not Somali. I swear to God, wallahi.
You even got Ethiopian sisters saying they not Somali, you feel me? After all this, we're inbred, my nigga. We got Ethiopian, Sudanese, Egyptian, everybody. Apparently, Somalis are not even the natives. We got dominated during the Arab invasion. The Ottomans are the real ones, and we're Caucasoids. Now, do you remember Richard Lynn? The same one that said we had low IQ. He also thought that Jews were the chosen people, and they were way smarter, and were categorized in these biblical categories. Bro, that's why I don't think nigga read the Bible or even believes in his actual categories. Because before Islam came, right, you know, Islamic invasion, the Arab invasion, we were already apparently related, fam. Then you have all this DNA that we share with Ethiopians, Egyptians, North African Arabs, Mediterranean Berbers. Basically, we lived Egypt back in the day, you know? Basically, they're black, you feel me? But then you got people talking about some of these real Africans, they're non-Africans, we're the mixed ones, and these darker people are the real ones. Because now you got Egyptian shorties talking about something, bro, I was white. And it's like, look at this. Tell me, who do you think is the Egyptian? Because after we just argued about black and white, you would think that that guy or that guy would be the white guy, right? Well, you would be wrong, apparently. Apparently, the Nubian and the Egyptian are related. You feel me? The definition we learned today, Egyptians were black Africans. Whether the country is Morocco, Egypt, Libya, Somalia, they're all Africans. You feel me? Back in the day, clearly the Berbers and Arab were white passing. Now the Egyptians are today. And apparently, everyone else is mixed. Now, you hear about these haplogroups, E, J, T, and R. You also hear about all these ancient peoples, was Canaan, Arabs, the Cushitic. Now, apparently our genetic is basically Nilotic, some Arab-looking motherfuckers, some Habashi-looking motherfuckers, some North African niggas. Now, when you put the haplogroups on top of each other on a map, you kind of see they overlap. And at the same time, these niggas speak around the same type of languages. It's like, bro, come on now. Don't let Donald Trump make you forget about Bubba, man.